Hello students, today I'm going to start a new chapter from chemistry. It's all about science, chemistry for the middle school as Chand School. This is a book I will prefer and the chapter is about elements, compounds and mixture of class 6 and this is the first part of this chapter. Okay. Now, if you look around, what we can see? There are water, sugar, milk, okay, fruits, vegetables. What are they? These are some types of the materials, and these materials are composed of what? Atoms, molecules, and ions. Okay. Now, on the basis of the substances which are classified on the basis of the constituents, the substances are classified into what? Elements, compounds and mixtures. These three are the three separations of the constituents. Now, first we'll see about our Earth's crust. In our Earth's crust, what happens? We have some elements in our Earth's crust. First, can you see oxygen is there? That is 46.6%. Magnesium is at 2%, potassium is at 2.6, sodium 2.8, calcium 3.6, iron 5.0, aluminium 8.1, silicon 27.8 and others 1.6%. But now what are these elements in our Earth's crust? These are the elements found in our Earth's crust. But what are they? What are these elements? We have to know, isn't it? So these elements are nothing but some identical atoms. Now some examples, let's see. Iron. Iron we find in our Earth's crust. Yes, it is a natural, directly from the Earth's crust we can get the iron, and iron is an element. Okay. Copper. Copper, I think you have seen the copper wires, isn't it? Copper is also one type of the element. Means this is one type of the atom. This is what? Gold and silver. Gold and silver we used to wear jewelries of gold and silver, isn't it? So gold and silver is also what? Two types of the atoms. Gold is also an atom and silver is also one type of the atom. Next is the sulfur. Sulfur is this yellowish yellowish element, and iodine also. So these are type of the elements. So elements is what? This is a pure substance in which atoms have the same number of protons. Okay, we know that we have protons, electrons and neutrons, isn't it? But protons will have same number like the atoms. Okay, atomic number what you will get of the element means this is the same number as the proton. Okay, so these elements, first of all, this is a periodic table. I think you have already studied before. This is a periodic table. Okay, here we have 118 elements. These are found in our nature. These are the elements which we find in our nature. But now these elements are classified also. Classification of elements are there, but this is according to their properties. What are they? One is metal, another is non-metal, metalloid and inert gases. So in the periodic table you can see, I think so, there all the elements are drawn in different colors also. Okay, you can go back you can see back once again and you can see the metals, non-metals, metalloids and the inert gas or noble gas are classified into different colors. Now let's see about metals. What are metals now? Okay, means this 118 elements have these four types of the properties. So metals, yes, obviously we can first think about the gold and silver, isn't it? They're very much shiny, you know. Okay, they are very much shiny and they even conduct electricity also, and they are used as well jewelry. Next example is of the sulfur. So sulfur is a non-metal. I think you can see by the figure there is a very dull luster and they doesn't reflect the light. Okay, so they are the non-metals, and they can be very soft also. I think by sulfur you can see that this is very soft yellowish color, isn't it? Okay, next we are going to start about the difference between the metals and non-metals. There is a point of about 8 points between metals and non-metals. Okay, these are no, you can write as a properties also, metals properties, non-metals properties. So you can just pause the video and you can just see what main points are given to you. So 8 main points are given are metals and non-metals and their differences. Okay. Next we'll talk about the metalloids. The metalloids are what they are, means they fall between the metals and non-metals, and all the solids at the room temperature are very brittle, hard and somewhat reactive, means talking about the metalloids. So examples of metalloids are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Next is our the noble gases or the inert gases. So these are in the 18th group. Okay. So here they are stable, colorless, odorless and inert. These are the properties of the noble gases. So these are fully stable elements. So here it is given helium 2, neon 10, argon 18, krypton 36, xenon 54, radon 86. So these are the main 6 elements in the noble gases, or you can see the inert gases. You can see in the periodic table it is in the 18th group. Okay. Next we'll talk about the symbols of elements, how the symbols came upon. Here this is one scientist known as John Jacob Berzelius. He was a Swedish chemist and he took out and introduced the present system of allotting the symbols of the elements. But nowadays IUPAC has denoted the names and symbols of elements. Here are the first 20 elements in front of you. So you all can go in through what type of what is the type of the elements, how many elements are there. So here atomic number and the name are very much needed. Okay. Before that, giving the names and denoting the symbols, the Latin names were given. From Latin names also some symbols were given. So this is the chart in front of you. Here in Latin names also element and symbols are given. Okay. Now the main periodic table is given by this scientist Dmitry Mendeleev. He was a Russian chemist and he invented this periodic table. And according to him, he stated that the properties of the elements are a periodic function of their atomic mass. So according to this statement, he has derived this periodic table of the elements. Okay. Next we'll talk about the compounds. So taking one example of water, we all know everything. Okay. So water, you can see here the pink is the hydrogen, oxygen is green. So having 2 atoms of hydrogen and oxygen will get the molecule of the water. So it is denoted by in this. So H2O, we know that the formula of water is H2O. So H2O is the water. Similarly, compound magnesium oxide, Mg1 and oxygen 1, they are with the double bond. This one you will get in the higher classes. What is double bond? In taking the double bond of both the elements, magnesium oxide is formed. Carbon dioxide. What can you understand by this picture? That carbon dioxide is a poisonous gas for us, isn't it? We exhale carbon dioxide. From industries also carbon dioxide gases comes out. Okay. So this carbon dioxide, how it is the molecule, how the compound is formed? With the double bond of oxygen 2. 1 carbon atom, 2 atoms of carbon. Okay. With this they form the structure of the carbon. Okay. Means carbon dioxide. So till here, next we'll go the properties of the compounds. This is the picture from the book. Okay. Following properties are given to you. There are 6 properties. This is very important. With some common compounds are given, with how the constituent elements are distributed with the compound name, like water, hydrogen, oxygen is there. Okay. Table salt, sodium and chloride is there, so etc. These are the 8 total compounds are given with their constituent elements. So almost I will stop this chapter here. Next we'll discuss some extra questions given in your inside from this chapter. Means whatever explanation I have given to you, you will get the questions in front of you. Just try to answer it. So here in front of you there are total here in the first slide the 3 questions. Next slide you will get 3 more questions. So total 6 questions you will have to answer, and these questions please note it down in a copy, or you can answer me in the comment box below. Okay, so these 6 questions we have to attempt it, and we need it in our school copies also. Okay, as this is especially I have made this video for my students. Okay, so answer it and show me in the next class. Okay, thank you, and this chapter will be continued in the next part of this chapter.